After 3 long weeks in Lomé, Oma returned to her village of Pulim, nestled in the lush hills of Togo. She had gone to visit her aunt and help with market sales. But she had also gone to escape the growing tension back home. Her husband, Kodzo, had changed. Whispers about his sudden wealth filled the village, but no one knew where the money came from. As Oma stepped down from the rusted bus, she dragged her feet towards their small compound. But before she reached the wooden gate, her heart sank. Her travel bags, 2 large, brightly patterned ones, were lying beside the dusty sidewalk. One had burst open. Her wrapper, a pair of sandals, and the cloth she had bought for Mama Yawa's naming ceremony were all out in the open. On top of the bags, a brown piece of paper flapped in the wind. It read, "Do not enter. The gods are watching. Whatever he brought, he must finish in 8 sunsets or it shall claim him." 3 months before her trip, Kodzo was just a humble fisherman. Life was hard, but they managed. Then one day, a man with gold teeth and a leather satchel came to the village. He said his name was Dr. Elam. He wasn't really a doctor, at least not the hospital kind. Elam stayed with Kodzo for 4 nights. After he left, everything changed. Kodzo started wearing watches that blinked like city lights. He bought a motorbike, paid off debts no one thought he remembered, and even offered to fix the village well. But Oma noticed he also started talking in his sleep. Speaking names she didn't recognize. Praying, but not to any god she knew. He would wake up sweating, hands trembling. And he had stopped going to church. When she asked, he only said, "Don't worry. Good things are finally coming." Oma didn't enter the compound. She waited by the roadside until an old woman, Mawina, passed by. When Oma showed her the note, the old woman nodded slowly. "He did it, didn't he?" Mawina whispered. "He took their money. The ones who give you wealth but take your peace. They say you must spend it in 8 days or lose yourself." Oma didn't understand. "Spend what?" "All of it," Mawina said. "Every coin. Every blessing. And not a kobo must remain after the 8th day." That night, Kodzo didn't come home. But Oma saw him in town the next day, at the palm wine bar, throwing money into the air, laughing like a man possessed. On the 3rd day, Kodzo arrived at the market square in a car no one had ever seen before, a glossy black one with tinted windows and Legos plates. He started giving money to strangers. Children chased after him, women blessed him, and men clapped his back. By day 5, he was renting rooms for everyone at the only lodge in Pulim. By day 6, he stood in the center of the village and shouted, "Come. Eat, drink, dance. I have seen the gods and they have fed me with fire." People began to fear him. Oma watched him fall apart. He stopped sleeping. His skin darkened as if scorched. He had spent nearly everything, but something was still chasing him. On the morning of the 8th day, Kodzo knelt at the shrine of Togbai Foli, the village priest. He cried and begged for help. The priest only shook his head. "You fed from the pot of shadows," he said. "You have until the sun swallows itself." Kodzo ran into the forest. Oma followed the sound of drums and wailing until she found him standing before the river, holding a small bag, the last of the money. He threw it into the water and collapsed. As the sun dipped below the hills, Kodzo let out a scream that echoed like a thunderclap. His body convulsed. Then silence. When Oma approached, he was gone. A week later, Oma stood by the same sidewalk where her bags had been left. This time, she held a note of her own. It read, "Let no one hunger for shortcuts. The gods give, but always collect." She pinned it to the gate and walked into the compound, not with fear, but with a quiet fire in her bones. What would you do if wealth knocked, but demanded your soul in return? ****. If this story moved you, don't let it end here. Backhand index pointing right, like, share, and subscribe for more haunting tales and timeless wisdom from the heart of Africa. Speech balloon, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think he deserved what happened? Or was he just another man trying to escape poverty? Your voice keeps these stories alive.